Welcome to NWA Cane Corso's podcast, where we talk all things dogs.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another show, NWA Cane Corso, where we talk everything dogs. Glad to see everyone back. Salute chat. Let's go through it right quick. Salute Caveman. Salute Bing. Salute Dickie Foster. EK9. Well, they great. What's happening, everybody? Here we go. Probably gonna be the last show of the year. I hope everybody's fine. I hope everybody's going into the new year healthy and satisfied and full of and anticipating the next year. This next guest we have, I've done many shows with this man. It was only right to he contributed so much to the show. It's only right to end the year with him. This is our brother Jordan of Exotic Boerboels. What's up, my man?
Hey, what's the deal, Boerboels? Yes. What's going on? What's happening? What's up, big dog lovers? What's up, NWA Cane Corso? What's up, Joe? Man, what's the deal, chat? What's up, everybody? Can you hear me okay? Before we say anything. Yeah. Before we get started, man, because that ain't nothing one of the worst things to do, to be going off and going in, and then the next thing you know, audio is failed. Can you hear me okay, Joe?
No. Yeah, we hear you fine.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine. Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you on point.
Buddies, I'm so happy to be back. I just can't explain. It's a super duper day today. We had great weather, man. What's it look like down there in Northwest Arkansas?
It's about 50 degrees, been wet and raining all week long, man. It sucks, man. Especially taking care of your dog.
Are you serious? It was 61 degrees today in Cleveland, man. So I was outside today. Man, we done had a good time today.
That's what's up, man. Especially in Cleveland right now. You're thinking it'd be ice cold.
Man, 61. It was 61, man. It was beautiful. Sun was shining, man. We couldn't believe it. But yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. I got outside. I hope you did too, man.
Yeah,
I'm so excited because this, man. Go ahead, bro. What was you gonna say?
Well, no. You could just go ahead. Everybody, you're not a stranger to the channel, but I was gonna say if I got a lot of newer people on my channel, if you kind of just let them know who you are, what you represent.
Oh, what's up, y'all? My name's Jordan Pitman. I'm with Exotic Boerboels, and I'm crazy about the dogs. I love Boerboels. I feel like they're the best dog of the world that you could possibly have for today's modern society, because modern society calls for a specific type of dog, and we could get into that in a whole nother episode. But that's my feelings in general. I love dogs, all dogs. I'm an advocate for responsible dog ownership. I'm gonna empower you with knowledge. I feel like knowledge is power, so I want to share the information. I feel like that's part of our duty. We're gonna get into the code a little bit, what we're supposed to do as human beings. What we, man, I'm a firm believer in sharing the information, because arm you with information. This is what we need to know, because remember, knowledge is power. Is more powerful than wealth, because you can have wealth without the knowledge and then you lose it.
Right, man. You did an awesome live the other day on whelping. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you learned from some old school. You know what I'm saying? Don't overdo it. get the real science of dogs, man. It was an excellent thing about like why you didn't use pine shavings and deals like that was an excellent presentation, bro.
Thanks,
Live,
family.
live from the scene. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I try to just share. I'm not really my whole thing is to like document, hit it, let everybody know what's going on so you can see for yourself, to show and prove and give you factual information, because a lot of times we get this misinformation, we get these opinionated informations, and I just want to show you what I do and how it's been working for me and how I got to where I'm. And maybe you could add something and improve it. I'm not saying that it's the best way or this the only way, because it's a lot of different ways to go about this.
Yeah.
But this is what's been going on for me. This will work for me as South African Boerboel family, and I feel like it's a proven formula, and it's the best way to achieve results. And in my findings, what I've been studying, is not the first time that it's been done. Surprisingly, it's not the first time that this practice has been employed.
Right. And that you said something. One thing that being, I want everybody to understand, when people come on, especially on my channel, it's multiple people with multiple ideas, opinions. We have to realize that people use more than one way to skin a cat. You know what I mean? If you skin that cat one way and it works for you, fine. You know what I mean? So I just want to, me myself, I like to hear ideas. I don't shut off ideas because I'm forever learning. You know what I mean? And
yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Right. Jordan. So you my first ever product presentation, and I've been knowing what you be doing, and a lot of us have been knowing what you're doing, but you done got into raw food now, raw dog food.
Yeah, I've been in the raw dog food since, if you look at even from the very beginning, my feelings and just in general way of life, philosophies in life is to always try to put the best into your body, give your body the best. And that's part of what I learned with dogs. With dogs, one of my first South African Boerboel arrived, I also had, from the beginning, I was a Connie Corso breed. I started out with the Connies, but it was just oversaturated. It was too much. My mentor heavy in the game, Tony Scandy there. It was celebrity Connie Corsos. It was just too much. And then the Corso wasn't the right dog for me. Remember, I was in a neighborhood. I had a lot of company. I had people coming through, and the dog was chasing people across the street, biting people. I had 3 or 4. I told you my dog had 13 bites. I said that before.
Yeah.
So I got a litter of, but we get into the feeding. I'm trying to achieve the best results. I got the Corso puppies. They're eating raw chicken. You'll see some of the videos from my earliest videos. Around the time my Boerboel arrived, and when my Boerboel gets here, total difference, just immaculate. He was immaculate. The coat, the volume, the luminosity, the sheen, and my breeder's website was a wealth of information. So I modeled my website off of his website, and I looked, and then he had the list of ingredients, and he had that tripe on there, and I had to get some. It was a recommended ingredient. I had to get some, so I sought it out, and I've been into the raw ever since. So it took me 2 years to really find out how to get it, where to get it, and so on and so forth. Man, it took many trips out to the country, hanging out with the people, talking with the people, just a whole lot of networking, and just building up my infrastructure in the country, spending money, buying this, buying that. And then, I made friends that people was cool. And I made friends. And then at the end of the day, I think I'm a country boy in heart, because my peoples is rooted in the South. And then they came up, and that's just the way of life. It's peaceful. It's clean. It's serene. And I like it when I go out there. The air is different, and it's just a break from what I go through on the day-to-day, the constant on the go. The life is laid back out there. So I go out there and I build these relationships, and I was able to acquire this. I was able to build this, networking infrastructure, and I've been feeding the raw ever since. And I've been able to, I would always come back and have something for my peoples that was directly involved with me. That's like, people that I deal with on a regular basis. My compadres, and the people that I'm dealing with, and it works. I mean, you get it because this has been my secret to success for all of these years. I've been able to achieve a maximum results, the greatest potential in feeding through my. I think that is proof in my dogs. When you look at my dogs throughout the years, they have always had that look to them. Like even when I show up, you cannot deny that my dog is immaculately well cared for. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that has to do with what I'm feeding them on a regular basis, the nutrition that they get in, the absorption ratio. If they're able to absorb it because it's species appropriate, it's the exact food that they need in order to thrive. It's probiotic, it's beneficial to the gut, beneficial to the digestive tract. It has a lot of different aspects to it. Like it's hitting on 10s on all different of the ratings. It's hitting 10s.
Yeah. Jordan, I don't think a lot of people know how long you've been involved in dogs. Would you kind of go back into your history, just a brief history of how long you've been doing this thing? I don't think people
dogs. Yeah, see, so I got a cousin. We got a very competitive family in our family. My cousin is my first cousin. Me and him 9 days apart. He was in the dogs. He had dogs, and we got in the dogs together. And I was 13, 14 years old, and just having my whole thing is relationship with the dog. Just like man's best friend, my best friend, my homie, someone I can depend on, or a being that I could depend on, that's reliable and consistent, that's always got my back, that's always happy to see me. It lifts me up and picks me up and makes me feel good. And the more that I study, I find that it's like it's psychological. It has something to do with the brain connection and these pheromones and hormones that's being released. And it's not just me; it's all people. That feel a lot of people have this feeling with a relationship with dog, and it goes through the history of ages. Since like we came about the ice ages for real,
right?
And you see what I'm saying? So, and that's why this is really the ideal diet if you think about it, because remember, the hunter, throughout history, that's the way that we gather meat, right? We hunt it, we got to knock it down, we got to put it down, and the dog and the wolf is assisted. They doing the same things. And if you think of even today, when they knock off a deer in the woods and he's running around, they got to go find it, so the dog could assist with that. The dog assists with the hunt. And when they lay the deer out, they find the deer, they locate the deer, open him up, and they gut him. That's the first thing that they do, right? So they're going to leave that behind. That's for the dogs. Yep. That's the dog's pride. That's the dog's reward. That's the dog's treat. That's how the dogs thrive, right? That keep the dog going, looking forward to the hunt, right? And then the man going to take back the meat and get all of the good parts, and they're going to roast, and then they're going to have bones left over from the fire. And then what's going to happen is the dog's going to eat that, right? That's what those snack on remains. You know what I mean? Byproducts or scraps, human scraps. They stay close by the camps, and then that's what they eat. So this is actually the way that the dog have evolved alongside man traditionally. We take and this is really what the base of dog food is. But what they have done with traditional dog foods is hyper processed it, cooked it down, removed the nutrients, re-added the nutrients, and made it some as well as some toxic chemicals in there, and there's some things that shouldn't be there, that's not absorbable, or that's not going, the body cannot process, that leads to cancer and leads to all kind of health issues. So you see what I'm saying? That's the same thing with dog food really is, though. It's scraps and byproducts from human industrial, because of the way that we're able to process and grow food and have food nowadays, right? In a large scale, in the scale that we're able to get it. That happens. We have this excess of waste, and that's why. Yeah. Well, why not give it to the dogs? Give it to the hogs, right? Right. That's what we do. That's how it's always been, right? Yeah. That's what they do down south, right? Y'all got slop buckets and stuff back in the woods that some people still do. I know my peoples do down there, right?
Yeah.
You know, then and the dogs coming up from up under the trailer and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. They having babies under them shacks and trailers, and shoot, you don't even gotta help them. They just gonna do their thing.
Yeah, and they ain't gotta go see no vet, nothing.
None of that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then if you go out in the woods at night, like they tend to do sometimes, the dog go with them or trail behind them. You know what I'm saying? My cousins, they shoot birds. I don't know. I mean, like you don't see squirrels and stuff around there. I don't know how they do it around where you at. Yeah. But my cousins in the country, when they get they see a flock of birds, a bee, they put a bee, they go grab the gun, they getting ready to, you know what I'm saying? They about to eat birds.
Yeah, man. Hey, like shoot, you know, boy, I remember coming up, we had to stay at my grandma's house. She didn't even have a running like a toilet. And hey, in her day, squirrels wasn't off limit, raccoon wasn't off limit. You know what I'm saying? You know about chitterlings.
Yeah. So dogs eat that. They eat. That's what they gonna eat, the scraps, the leftovers. You know, he gonna be right there involved with the hunt. So that's our pastime. Before we had all of this leisure time, luxury time to sit around and watch TV and get on the internet and hang out with our friends and stuff. You know, that's what we did. We hunt. We got together and hunt. That's what my peoples did, though. That, you know, at night. You know what I'm saying? They got out in them woods.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They might hunt all night long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to get something that, because they not hunting just for the sport. They hunted for meat. Right? They want to eat meat on a regular basis. They're not slaughtering cows. The only time they're not going to the grocery store. This before grocery stores exist. Yeah. Before supermarkets.
Yeah. And wonder how, and then that's why, you know, why a lot of dudes down here hunt pigs. It wasn't a game. You know, now wild hogs have become a nuisance. They have to try to keep them down. But people used to eat off that. I mean, you know, and things like that. Yeah.
So you think about it. Back in them days, dog wasn't get sick, dog wasn't going to a vet, dog wasn't going to that. And so this all makes sense if you put it all together. Yeah. Back in them days, them dogs was healthy. Them dogs didn't require all of this coddling and comforting and you know what I'm saying, special attention. Yeah. Right. Well, maybe some did. Yeah. Yeah, but that wasn't the dog in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Them was a different breed. Them was them dogs still had a place. Right. They probably stayed home with mama and them and the kids.
Right. Yeah.
That was just a pet.
That's right.
And then that's where because they still love dogs too.
That's right.
So they didn't want the dog, you know, we're gonna keep that dog safe. This probably ain't the best dog for hunting, no way.
Right.
But he looked good with a big head.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Like a watchdog.
Right, like a watchdog. That's mama dog. You know what I'm saying? That's baby's dog. Yeah. That's baby's dog. That daughter's dog. So we got a love for dogs in general, right? We out hunting with dogs, and those dogs, but them dogs ain't eating. Them dogs might eat some table food or some scraps or whatever. Them the house dogs. Yeah, you feel me? The working dogs and the game dogs, they out there with the dog men. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then this what they eat, and this is how they stay healthy, and this is how they stay strong. And the dogs that didn't, they died. They ain't used them for breeding. Yeah, they didn't continue them lines. Yeah. So here we have this modernization of dog food, where we started to believe what the vet has been telling us, that they should eat science diet because they endorsed by science diet, and that's they got a contract and they selling science diet, and they got special diet. They say, well, your dog is allergic to chicken. I got this special formula that ain't got chicken. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I ain't saying some dogs might got some chicken allergies, because remember, that we done bred into all of these, we done inbred the line so much and so tough that we're gonna have these unnatural occurrences of defects. Yeah, that's the defect. Right. Your dog ain't able to eat, survive, and it is a real reality. Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? You see it happening in a lot of bully breeds. It's a common gene. You know what I'm saying? It's a popular dog. We all like the same things. Well, anyway, getting back over to the dog food. So it makes sense when the dog looks better from eating this, because it's what the dog has evolved. Like I said, he didn't go to the vet. This was the natural way. So I come when my dog arrived from South Africa, I'm comparing him to the puppies that I have, and it was like the volume. And I know the breeds are different. The Corso is not as thick and heavy boned and muscular as the Boerboel is always, or most of the time not. But I mean, it was just the way he carried his weight.
Right.
I mean, and he was on an all raw diet. So I had to, and one of the key ingredients that the guy was talking about was tripe. So I go out, seek out the tripe. It's hard to find, you can't get it. And then when you do find it, you gotta. So I built the relationships and I'm able to source it finally. So the years go on. This 15 years in the making.
Yeah, yeah. So what we talking about is Jordan has actually graduated to distributing raw dog food now. I just want to make that clear.
Yeah, so y'all can right, exactly. Finally, this formula that we use that you see our dogs eat. Let me see if I can pull up some.
Yeah,
so you can see for yourself. You know, like it's the same things that our dogs eat on a regular.
Let's get the likes up, y'all. Let's get the likes up if y'all don't mind. Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, because we're gonna give you something that you can use, some really good information, some really, if nothing else, it's gonna be informative. And I want you to see my dogs, what exactly it is, and because they love it. And I mean, you know, it looks like intense when they're eating it, right?
Right.
People might feel like, oh, what? And, you know, they see them dogs growling and it's got blood in it. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying? It looks gory and stuff, right?
You feed all your dogs together, right?
Yeah, I like to feed them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want them to manage and maintain. I want them to have a harmony.
Ben White do it too. Ben White do it too, don't he?
yeah. Because you know what? I want the dogs to be able to live together.
Right.
And be together. I want them to be able to do things together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I want them to understand that, look, y'all is a family. You got to be able to coexist. Right? You got to be looking out for each other's best interest.
That's right.
Oh man, I got a habit of where I just be clicking when I jump on the YouTube. That's what I was doing. I'm trying to bring up some informative. Let me see something.
Okay.
I wanted to show. Let me just get to it right quick. Just give me 1 second.
No, you good, brother.
Yeah, because I get off track, and I'm hearing this in the headset like we on a cell phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now that I lost track of what I was doing.
Oh.
Just like that.
You be busy, man. You be running.
Yeah,
I'm off this week, but man, shoot, you know how it is when you got these dogs, kids, you know, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. So here we go. Yeah, this is a playlist off of my YouTube channel. I'll throw the link up in there. And you know, you could just see dogs eating
Jordan Caveman
all different.
Caveman says English foxhounds live in stalls of 30 to 40 dogs, and they dump buckets of chicken legs. They gotta eat. Yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah, I sure have. Yeah.
And it's cool too. It really works out. It really works.
Jordan, this link you send to me, you want me to open it or what?
Yeah, throw it up in the chat.
I'll throw it in the chat. I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Now, here go. Look at this dog right here. Look at this dog here. Oh, I want to share this screen.
Okay, yeah, share it. Okay.
All right. Yeah, so this is one of my number one ingredients. I'm sharing this screen now. This is one of my number one ingredients right there. You see that's Bagheera right there. That's Bagheera chewing down into that tripe. And you see, look at his tail wagging, and look at how he happy eating. Yeah. And see, so that's another thing for me too. Right, with dogs, I love to see a dog eat. I love to see. That's one of the ways that I express love. That's one of the things that I do to show that I care. I want to feed you the best food. I want to give you something that make you happy, that make you feel good. I want to see you happy. I want to see you feel good because I love you. I care about you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you hear me? Do that make sense? Does that make sense? Is y'all seeing this? What I'm showing?
Yeah.
That dog chowing down and tearing. Look at his tail wagging. Look at his tail wagging, and as he rips in and chews up, he happy. And see, well, he probably done missed the bears too, right? And I always like to have a dog hungry too. So when I put something out there that's tasty and a treat to eat for him to treat and eat, he chowing down just like that. He ain't wasting no time, right?
You know, if he ain't eating, there's something wrong with him.
Yeah. And if he ain't eating, something wrong, something ain't right. That's my boy Balto, R.I.P. Balto, all long live Balto forever. I was trying to show some more videos, but yeah. So that's one of my number one ingredients on the videos. Come here, Rock. I don't know what's up. Yeah, boy, buddies. Look, if y'all look at the playlist, let me see. Here you go, right here. Playlist. You can look at a lot of different videos from the dogs eating on the playlist, and I'm gonna share the tab with this tab.
Okay.
Yeah, so this on this, if you look here, you'll see more videos. My dogs eating a lot of the ingredients. So what I've been able to do, what I do is I feed my dogs like one day they might eat tripe, the next day they might eat lungs, the next day they might eat bones, the next day they might eat muscle, they might eat chicken. Because I mean, if I'm just going to come home and feed my dogs, what's the sense in grinding it all up? That's for the posse. That's for the team. That's so we can divide it up and make sure that it's all divvied up and packed up and sacked up and portion control. So you know how much that you're feeding and how much that you're getting and how much that I'm giving you versus me just dropping off a garbage bag, and it's loaded up with tripe.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, that's how we used to do it.
Right.
And it's just one of the things that I love to do. Show my dogs eating different things. And here you got Balto chowing down on a beef, some kind of a beef. That's probably a block of a beef. That look like a beef skull.
Okay.
Right. So we want to just what we're doing though is simulating the prey model diet with the dog with the eating history. Right. The carcass, the bones, the scraps, the organs, the vital nutrients, the vital organs and stuff like that. That's what the dog's supposed to eat. Yeah. And because of that, we haven't had the issues. We haven't had, we've had great success in the long term over a decade of success in the dog game. Like most people don't survive. Here go another puppy video with the dogs eating some tripe. And I mean, you just see them, they really get into it. And they enjoying it. And if it didn't taste good, if it wasn't healthy, if it wasn't nutritious, they wouldn't enjoy eating it like that. Okay. So it's just in it. Yeah. And it makes them work. And that's why, so we're not able to deliver it like that in the whole pieces and give it to you with, whole. So the best we can do is, like I said, grind it up. Now, where we able to supplement for that is with the bones.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you definitely want to get that chewing in.
Yeah.
So here go an example of some dogs eating some bones.
And the teeth look so good. Yeah.
Yeah, their teeth look good. And you want them to be doing all of that crunching. You want to build up that head and that neck. You see all of that's involved. Right? All of that's involved. You see that neck working, and he just getting them a bite. So that's how we supplement, for our people that's local. We able to deliver local right now. We're working on the international shipping. It's
local,
a little bit complicated.
Local is Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, correct?
Local, Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, we can hand deliver. So if you want to support us, if you're in the neighborhood, if you want some of this, you can get it now. Legit, 100%. You don't even have to know me. All you can do is make your order through the website. Like before, it was something that was a more of a private thing, but now we're going to make it available to the general public. So before it was super duper exclusive. So now the public have access to something that's exclusive that was previously only available to the Exotic Boerboel family. Right?
Yep.
Now we able to offer it through the website, through the link in our website, through the link in our YouTube chat. So that's what we got going on. And
what's up?
You can also come through, pick up bones. You could also come through, pick up the bones. We can deliver international. So if you get, on the national side too. So we can ship it. We can also ship it through the website also. So once you make your order, we can ship it. It's not us hand delivering it, but we can ship it. So that's what's popping with us. That's what we've been working on behind the scenes. We're closing it out. The last few phases of the stages of development. And see, this is what, bro been getting on my case. Hey, people been getting on my case. Listen, they've been saying, man, you got to stop. Why? Stop showing it from the, wait till it's done, showing it for the, no, but I'm excited. And I want everybody to see from the beginning where we started. It's a process, just a progress. That's the beginning. Wait till you see the finish. We building it up brick by brick, tile by tile, board by board, piece by piece. We really building it up from the beginning. We taking it from this. So we're going to be grinding. We're going to be, we got some definitely, and it's expandable. And so it's opportunities there too for the Exotic Boerboel familia.
Well, let's talk about that. What you got some investment opportunities people want to get in with you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so that's a big part of what I've got going on too. Because at the end of the day, we scaling this puppy up. And the way that we're able to do this, we're gonna cook it down and we're gonna blow it up. All right, board buddies, big dog lovers, NWA County Corso family. This is how we could do it. This is what I'm saying. We're gonna blow it up. We're gonna take it from a dime to over $1. And you can get in if you're interested. We got some investment opportunities, guaranteed the scale never fail. So you can get with me privately it's not nothing, and we'll discuss it, but it's a guaranteed proven blow up. And I want to put things in order before I get too far ahead of myself.
Right.
This is what you can do. Get in touch with me directly.
Hey, Jordan, let's talk about this. What about so y'all got to go over there. He got a lot of videos on his YouTube where he's in his facility, making the food and things. How is it packaged? How is it packaged up?
This is how it's packed up right now. So what we doing, this is how we sacking it up.
Gotcha.
Can you see that?
Yeah. You can't see it, but we can see it.
3 pound. Yeah, I got some other stuff on my screen. 3 pound sacks right now.
Right.
So you get a 3 pound stack. And we measure it out so it's a complete blend of beef, tripe, liver, lungs, muscle meat, and chicken carcass. And I'm gonna break down every single ingredient, why we use what we use, why we do what we do, because it's a reason and a purpose for everything.
Let's do it.
So the liver is a highly nutritious, it's a secreting organ, and it's gonna give you like iron. It's got all of these different nutrients: B12, B6, B13, all of these different nutrients, and it's highly concentrated. It's not something that we always eat, but it's one of them things that is a part of the organ, the guts, that keep the dog healthy, the coat shining, blood circulating. Hold on 1 second. It's so many different components, so many different ways, that the
you want that screen up or you want me to take it down?
Yeah, you can drop it down. You can drop
Okay.
it down now. Hold on,
Okay.
let me see
All right.
something right quick.
Okay. So you got a nice little blend in there, and then the bones you can get to on the side is what I'm hearing, right?
Right. Well, yeah, you get to the bones. We're not able to deliver the bones and do what we have to do with the bones, do everything that we want to do with the bones
Okay.
just yet. Just yet. I guess let me look into the shipping of the bones. I got to make sure that we're able to offer that.
Right.
Okay. But the lungs, the liver, is just very specific why we do. Like I said, vitamin B12, 6, 3. It's a high quality protein source. When you start talking about the liver, I mean, everybody knows that the liver is a nutritious food. I mean, you talking about even for humans. Now, we don't typically like it. We like the choice cuts of the meat, right? It's not a choice cut. It's so, but it's throughout history. It's a nutrient pack. It's one of the best things that you can eat. One of the most. It's got zinc, copper, boosted immune system.
Oh, let me put that up.
Healthy skin and coat, biotin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's got a ton of nutrition.
Right.
It improves the energy levels, highly digestible. I mean, if I could really think, supports the brain. It's a lot of different ways that liver is nutritious, but you can't feed just a dog just liver.
Right.
Okay, you got to put it in a balanced ratio, and I think that's where a lot of times people get confused with the raw. They say, okay, let me go get some ground beef, let me go get this, let me go get that, and they may feed that the first time, and the dog look good, and the dog is happy. But 3-4 feedings in, and now they got liquid stew.
Right.
Ain't that how it happened?
That's how it happened. Yep.
Or you're gonna suffer the consequence, whatever it is that you're feeding, depending on what it is. You got different issues. So if you feed it too much bone, you're gonna have the dog's gonna be locked up.
Yep.
You got too much calcium, it's gonna lock them up.
Right.
You might not get any poop at all for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Same thing. So you got to have everything in the proper ratios, and that's where the chicken carcass comes in. The chicken carcass is a great source of calcium. Okay. And then we use an 8-piece removed. So it's still got a great bone to meat ratio. It doesn't have it's not like a whole carcass.
Okay, so it's like the back and things like that.
Right, the back, the neck, it's got some fat. Legs gone, the 8-piece, 2 wings, neck. I mean, the neck is still, the wings is gone, the breast is gone, the thighs, the legs.
Yeah.
And that chicken bones is digestible. Okay. So it's something that the dog is able to absorb. So it's gonna come into a night compact. It's just, it's because it's a soft bone. It also has that essential calcium and phosphorus. So that supports growth of in the bone. And he's got fat. So that's a good foundation to build on. Right. Remember, we're simulating this historical idea of what the dog has eaten since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
So we're going to put together the scraps, and we're going to put it together in a complete package in a form that is highly available to the dog in a raw form with very minimal processing. So we're going to go get this. I go get it with my bare hands, and I've been hesitant to show exactly what we're doing when we go get it because it's a little gory.
Yeah,
and some people, I'm for real. But to me, I'm used to it because I just do it for my dogs, and it's just like what I gotta do is not something that's not an option for me. But it is a little gory for somebody that is from the city or haven't seen, or maybe just not used to seeing that type of stuff.
Right.
So I've been hesitant to show it, but we're getting that stuff fresh the same day that they killing it. I'm talking about I'd rather have my hands in the guts than outside in it freezing cold because the guts is warm. That's how fresh it is. They steam it. Yeah. Remember, I showed that beef that what's the name the other and it was still hot. It was still hot. Yeah. Fresh out the placenta.
Yeah. Yeah, you showed the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah. Yeah. My dog's out there eating it now. She got it in a dog house.
Right.
They out there. One dog got it locked up in the dog house. Can't nobody else get none right now.
Is the raw diet enough, or does the dog need any supplements, do you think?
I don't do the supplements.
Gotcha.
I don't really want to see, like, again, and it may sound unusual this modern day and age, right? But I feel like, and I'm this way, I feel like, you know, you want to make it a little bit, you got to test them a little bit. You want to make them raw. You want to make them rough. You want to you don't want to just coddle them and make it simple, make life easy. You don't want, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think that a dog needs that. I don't think that they're supposed to have that. They ain't been giving dogs that.
Yeah.
If you feed them a high quality, look at the way them dogs chowing down and tearing that tripe up. You know what I'm saying? They getting busy, man. So when you feeding a dog like that, the natural way, I just feel like, and then again, I'm not one to prop the dog up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be strong or you're gonna be weak. And then I want to see what you made of naturally.
Yeah.
And it may sound cool, but I'm the same way. I'm not babying. You're gonna be strong if you're gonna be around here.
Yeah.
My daughters are strong.
Yeah.
They strong. They strong. Everything got to be strong. I don't want it weak.
Yeah, you're a girl dad, right?
Yeah, I got 5 daughters.
Boy, yeah, that's a woohoo. What? You a G.
A lot of people don't know that my most
just off how you interact with them. You know, they not like us. You know what I mean? You know. Yeah, so
yeah, they real slick. But it's cool. Mm-hmm. I like it. I want them to be at testing me. Try it. You know what I'm saying? Push it to the limit. Let's see what you made of. Mm-hmm. Let's see how far let's see what your mind and then can do. And let me take you to a place. I'm not gonna you want to make them feel like, I feel like this is my philosophy with life too. Because I feel like the stress, the test is what make you stronger.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when we working out, you know what I'm saying, I push them, and you want to make, but at the same time, you got to let them know that I'll never push you to the point that you're gonna be, hey, IT.
What's up, never,
I can't see the comments or nothing, man. What's up?
You can't? I don't know. What's
up?
Oh,
here we go. I didn't have the comments on.
Yes, ma'am. We behave.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it makes sense, what we're trying to do, though, a little bit of stress, the body's natural response to stress is to what? You know, Joe?
What's that?
What's your natural response? What's the natural response to stress?
I mean, it's it could be a few different things to me, depending on how you asking me. You mean
like working out, the body is going to recover stronger.
Oh yeah. Okay. Right.
That's how the body responds. Right. So you don't want to like make it too light. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't want to make it too easy.
Yeah.
And you want to, but you want to make sure that they understand that you're not going to push them to beyond the limit that they can't take. Mm-hmm. And you're there to support them, and you're going to back them up and encourage them. Right. And build them up and make them stronger. This is for you. This ain't for me. Yeah. And you can, and I'm telling you right now, you got 2-3 more in you. And then you just do one at a time. And then you can do, if you've never know, you can do, and then what they find out is in the long run, through this strenuous test, because you can't get it all in one day. It's not something that you just do one time.
Yeah. And you push them. I know you bike a lot, and you run them dogs alongside your bike.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, look at them. You know, they get into it a little bit every now and then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I let them sort it out. And I tell them that, you know, this is not to be tolerated. You know, if I had the audio on, you could hear me saying no and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But they go through that. And that's just they're not hurting each other though. Nobody getting hurt, and I'm not encouraging them to do that. I'm gonna let them know, you know, this is not accepted. And all these puppies done went into homes too, by the way.
Right.
And successful. If my dude walks his dog down the street without a leash, and I'll be pulling up on with the video too. And that's another thing too. They gotta get better with posting all the videos. I'm just not as good as I would like to be. Oh, that's my cut right there. Hold on, let me play this.
Yeah.
I'll turn this up right here. Y'all heard this? I don't know if you ever heard this.
Hold
on, let me see something. Let me see how I turn the volume up. Hold on. Oh, here you go. Hold on.
Grinding up that meat, grinding up that meat, grinding up.
Yeah, you ain't know I could rap too, man.
Some dogs can eat.
I do anything I put my mind to.
This beef, grinding up this beef, grinding up this chicken,
grinding up that
grinding
chicken.
up this chicken. I forgot to mention, mixing it with chicken. Real EC chef.
Yeah.
Dog food the best.
Okay.
Whipping it and blending.
You hear me?
Mixing it and whipping.
Yeah.
Putting work in that kitchen.
I've been grinding.
Blowing up and they thickening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my love. And look, you see I feed it to puppies.
I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about that. Yeah.
Man, my puppies get a certain age. That's all they eat.
So,
and look, you see them eating in the harmony. See, this is what I like to do. I want them to learn from the very beginning, you know, how to be a family. You know what I'm saying?
So that one barking, just covering the meat.
Yeah, I should have probably
let him work it out or what?
I probably should have stepped in with him. I probably should. You know, and I ain't gonna say everything that I do is perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I probably should have addressed that because guess what? With that dog right now, that dog is extremely dominant when it comes to food.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like dominant, submissive. It really depends on the dog. Yeah. So there you go. Now that's a pizzle right there.
Right. Oh, that is okay. So look at here. So you distributed raw dog food. Do you
now that's like spleen. See that right there? That's spleen. The dogs is eating that. My fault. I just want to mention that's also in our mix. It's a secreting organ. Go ahead. My fault, bro.
So like say you had that ground meat. What do you suggest people to do since you mentioned dogs to kind of chew? Would you just tell them to chew to the bone separately or maybe give that food a little bit? Not all the way thawed out.
Okay, so here's the thing. The chewing has been replaced with the tripe. Okay, you're gonna still get the benefits with my dog food because remember the cow, it comes with the cow's digestive enzymes, the digestive juices. So with the dog, what you miss from the dog doing all of the chewing that he naturally does, he's gonna lap down his food pretty much. He's just gonna swallow it. But it already has the probiotics and the digestive enzymes available that are there from the cow. It's coming directly from the cow's stomach. So the cow is doing all of the chewing for you. The cow is doing all of the chewing and regurgitating. And here's one of the hidden benefits is the fact that because your feed, you can mix it with the kibble. And I'm not opposed to kibble. I mean, because people have been feeding kibble 100 years now.
Yeah. Let me be honest too. I still feel kibble as well. I really like the raw diet in the summer. I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they cut down on flies, all that work. But it depends on the availability too for me. You know what I mean?
Right. And let's just keep it 100. Let's not act like kibble is somebody that feeds kibble is a bad person.
No,
or that somebody that feeds kibble doesn't care about their dogs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feed my dogs kibble too. I feed my dogs eucalyptus.
Hey Jordan, that's some with the cost of way the dog food rising up, we might have to go back to raw. We might have to go get us something out the woods.
And that's what I was just getting ready to say, bro.
Man,
this is also about affordability.
Yep.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? The way that the price of dog food is skyrocketing because think about it. I go get a 30-pound bag of dog food. I go get the 40-pound bag. But if you go to the store, the 30-pound, I go to the little hooked spot that I got. You know, I told you I made a lot of networking connections. And now I can get 40-pound bags for 75. But they got 30-pound bags in the store for $89.96. $89.96 for the 30-pound bag of the Eukanuba. That's $3 a pound. That's $90 for the. That's $90.
Right.
Here goes some of the puppies consuming the raw. Now these puppies was blowing up. These were some of my dudes' dogs, and we was trying to get them together. They was this was like the introduction to the raw, and we noticed a major difference in the way that these puppies, the volume. And when I say volume, I'm talking about like the weight around the forearms, the weight around the neck, the weight around the bones. That's where your volume, your mass comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's one of the benefits of the raw is that they carry more mass, they carry more volume.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That thickness of the muscle.
Right.
So when we feed them, you mix this raw in, one of the hidden benefits, because if you mix it with the kibble, now you've got the digestive enzymes that allows the plant, the dog to digest the plant matter that they previously was not able to digest because the enzyme wasn't present. So now all of this plant matter byproducts that's in the dog food become available to the dog. So you got a higher digestibility factor. It enhances the dog food. Now it's like blowing the dog food up. So you're getting a max value from your dog food. So now you're going to get even less waste from your dog food.
What about when you hear people say, mixing it gives them upset tummies? I don't know how they would know, but what are your thoughts on that?
You're probably overfeeding your dog. You know what I'm saying? If a dog is hungry and then you feeding it and then it eats, it's gone. So this is what happens, what the people need to understand about dog metabolism. You overfeeding the dogs. You're feeding the dogs with too much frequency. That causes the dog to hyper process. That's what results in the liquid stools 9 times out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
If you slow down your feeding consistency and you start feeding every other day, every 2 days is best. Okay. You're going to get maximum absorption. A lot of people don't want to do that. They feel like that's being mean. That's being too hard on the dog.
You mean skipping every 2 days, giving them a 2-day fasting period?
You're going to feed the dog on Tuesday, and then you want to really stretch it to Friday if you can. If you're feeding something the way that I'm feeding it, giving it as much as it like to eat, and then you want them to chow down, you don't want them to leave nothing laying around. Yeah. So I might go from Tuesday to Friday, and I might drop a whole tripe down there for all the dogs to eat.
Yeah.
And the way, because what I'm looking for is maximum absorption. So to the question that you had, for a person that say their dog is getting a loose stool, you feeding it too much. You overfeeding it. If you're feeding the dog less, the dog is going to absorb maximum. It's going to get maximum absorption. Mm-hmm. And then the dog is going to go into it's going to slow down this metabolism, and it's going to go into starvation mode. So then it's going to slow process. It's going to carry the weight better, right? All my dogs you ever see them, they always thick. Always thick. You would think they never missed a meal. Yeah, I promise you. Yeah. Always thick. Sometimes they look like they pregnant. My bitches look like they pregnant sometimes.
Well, yeah, if you let them eat that field of raw, like on Tuesday, you can come out there Wednesday and say, damn, your stomach still that big.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So what you want to do with the raw is you want to skip 2-3 days, let that body process. Mm-hmm. Give the digestive tract a chance to work. Think about a lion. He's gonna hunt, kill, and then chill for 3-4 days. Snack on his, you know what I'm saying, the body.
Right.
Yeah. Ain't that how it go?
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right. So I'm gonna go into a question and answer period. But what are your goals for 2025 concerning the company, concerning exotic Boerboels, anything?
Well, I got several goals, and then I want to make sure that everybody understand this too, for real and in life. You got to set goals for yourself and make sure that you go long term, short term, and mid term goals. So I got a lot of different goals and things that I want to achieve. But 9 times out of 10, it's continuing in this extension of what I was pick up where I left off in 2024. So, I want to follow through on everything that I said I was going to do that I wasn't able to do because we aim high, so that way if we do come up short, hey, look, we still up high,
Right.
and we know we're going because we ask and expect so much of ourselves. It's okay to come up short sometimes, we're buddies.
Yeah.
Remember, let me be the one to tell you that. You feel me?
Mhm.
And that's just in life. That's just through my experience. So don't feel like you failed because you can always, every chance that we get, and I always say this, we got a shot, y'all. We made it in another day. We made it another week. We got a chance. So don't give up. Don't feel bad. Don't get sad.
Right.
Keep your head up.
You got to try. You got to try. Everything I've done ain't worked, but some stuff have stood strong. But if you don't try it, you know what I'm saying? You can't
Yeah.
just leave yourself an out. If you fail, leave yourself an out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because what you do, you learn.
Right.
You don't lose, you learn.
Right.
And that's part of the thing with the dude. What I'm trying to do is make sure that you don't lose because I want you to win because I want you to learn from my losses.
Right.
So I want to share through my experience.
Right.
And that's what it'd be about with me, man. That's part of my goal to enhance that, be a more of an asset, value to my peoples, and learn more, study, master my craft more, become more informative so I can. And then I also would like to with my company though. So I got one product now. So what I got coming next, I'm gonna do straight tripe blends, straight lung blends, straight muscle, straight chicken blends, and then you can mix it yourself. So if you would like to go all liver, all kidney, or whatever, you can mix it yourself, and then you can customize your dog's diet based on the season or the reason that you got out, what you're trying to do with your dog. So if you're working them out, you might have a specific diet. You might want more tripe. You might want less tripe. If you're trying to condition your dog for certain weight, you might not want the fat. You might want more muscle. You might want lean muscle. So we're gonna break it down like that. We're gonna allow you to be able to blend it. So I got 5 products that I would like to do in 2025. I want to finish up some things with the United Boerboel Club and really establish the United Boerboel Club as an entity. We knocked off an organization, and we had some confusion about what it was that we were trying to do. They say that we knocked them off, but they went ahead and just ceased to exist.
Gotcha.
And started up on their own.
Yeah.
But so I want to continue with my own thing. I really would like to bring the big dog community together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I be saying the Boerboel is much different than all the other dogs. But the truth of the matter is, and it's the real, Joe. All of our dogs are more similar than they are different.
Yeah, that's why I'm able to host a all breed podcast and people can learn from each other. Like I said, 2 men with opposite dogs, and we can have a conversation about dogs and learn from each other. You know what I mean? That's the point. I mean, each breed had its distinct features, traits, and different things like that. But man, sitting and talking about dogs, and I want to kind of piggyback on this. We need to stay on the dogs, people. We need a lot of times we make things personal. Somebody get on here, say something you might not like. Shit, so what? Get over it. God damn it. Shit. I mean, excuse my language. It ain't attacking that person because he said something you don't like. And I understand there's people that might be on a channel that you don't like, but please leave your politics over there. We don't need you bringing us anything. We forging a great community. We not we not. I don't think
Yeah,
I don't think it's been any time where we have really forged an attack. So I know it's some entities and things like that that's trying to throw us off. And what winds up is we down here get to fighting, but the call came from up here. You understand? We got to get a code of ethics and quit bowing down to these people because of their influence, maybe because I'll never talk down on my people in public, but some of us are very fickle. A person can be right good, but what we say is they got that money. That don't mean
right.
anything. That don't mean a thing. So we got to stop taking orders and being our own men and our own women. And then while we get down here and they get stirred up fighting because they try to start personal things in between us, we look like the fools because we good at clowning each other while he's still up there doing his thing, making his money and laughing at us.
And that's
I want to say
something.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'm still here. Let me hold on, get myself together.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I
Give me
want to say
one
that.
second. Yeah, I'm
2025,
glad
we
that
ain't
you.
playing that, and people are getting tired of that. Y'all don't know how much smoke I put down. People want to come in and give people a lot of smoke. But yeah, you know, this
Well, and I just want to state it for the record. Listen, my whole thing is this is about growth for us all. This is about the community. This is about building this. I'm not about destruction. I feel like one of the things that we're gonna put that we should live by, that we should survive by, if it's not constructive, then what are we doing? I
right,
think
right.
it's too much showboating. I think
Yeah.
a big problem with dogs, and I'm gonna go ahead and say something that probably gonna rattle a lot of people's feathers, ruffle feathers, but I'm gonna say it, dog men are kind men. Dog men are kind men. And when I say that, don't take it out of context. Con man means to convince.
Mhm.
And I don't want it because everybody is trying to convince you that their dog is better than the next man dog, because we live with all of these terms, these definitions, this confusion,
Mhm.
all of these confusing terms that is based off of idea, based off of opinion.
Mhm.
And you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once we start to understand that we are more similar, that we more alike, that we more to breeds, that
Right.
we've been lied to, that we've been misled, and with
Right.
all of this breeds, and your dog is better, my dog is better, and we really understand where did this come from, because it comes from classism. You're not, if you're a certain level of distinction or reached a certain realm in society, you have things that people envy, that, or not envy, but that people want, that aspire to be like you. Like, LeBron James got a dog, then everybody want to get the same kind of dog LeBron James got. Or,
Yeah.
they see their dog in the movies. That's how dogs become popular.
Right. Yeah.
They somebody saw it somewhere and they was like, man, let me go get me a Lassie. Let me go get me a
Right.
Popeye or a pit bull or a bulldog or a PD or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's how and everybody trying to say, well, I got the real one, I got the best one, I got the right one.
It's an influencer environment right now.
It always has been, though.
Yeah.
It always has been.
Uh-huh.
You got a certain level of people that's up there, and then you got people that's down there that's trying to get up there.
Yeah.
And we aspire to have them, and we want to show how important we are, what we got, what we going on, and we just need to be more humble instead of trying to compete and compete and just eat together.
Right. Right.
And we don't have to compete. We should share and be happy for others when they have success, instead of feel like, I wish the best for you, brother. Whether it have benefit for me or anything, we just gotta have mandated ways to support, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or if you can't do that, well, just go over there. You know what I mean? Go over there. If competition with people gets so dirty that you gotta start doing things, that's gonna try to trip up somebody or hinder somebody, man. I mean, I'd rather not have any dealings with people like that, because we always say it's enough for everybody. It's enough for everybody. I love hearing the different perspectives, the different ideas, and I welcome seeing people grow, seeing their products, seeing their dogs, seeing their knowledge, seeing their lifestyle. Because let me tell you something about money. If you ain't made none before, you wouldn't know that what people say health is your wealth. But I'm gonna tell you something about money that a lot of people don't know. That's when men tout money as they first thing, that's a big insecurity. Lifestyle is way better than money. Your lifestyle. If you're happy with the lifestyle, you can afford the things you want to afford that mean a lot to you because the money ain't gonna, you know what they say, you can't take it with you. And if that's
That's
all
what I'm.
you got, you know what I mean? You know,
Yeah, that's shallow. That's shallow.
shallow as
That's
shit.
shallow. That's
Mhm.
that's short sighted. You
Right.
know, especially like if you ain't. I give money. I don't have money. I'd rather see somebody else smiling and then come through for me
It's the
than
little thing.
me
Yeah.
having money or I rather see somebody else. It's money don't mean that people just get mixed up. That's one of them things, and that's rooted in our belief system that we need the money. I was telling this guy one time, for me, for real, is that's a misconception that we really is respect. We
Respect.
need respect.
Yeah, yeah.
We need
I
respect.
remember listening to that Tupac album. They had a little clip where it said, uh, "The money feels good, but the respect feels even better." I used to love to hear that clip, and it
Yeah,
does. The respect, the respect is much better. You know what I mean? You know, because we could throw money up. I done made a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? We could throw money up, but I want people around me I can trust. I keep wise men. That's my currency. Keeping
yeah,
wise men around me, man. When I can go to dude and he can correct me on something. And if he correct me on something, I ain't getting mad at him. He just trying to help me. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
and being able to bounce ideas off men and women, man. That's the currency, bro.
It really takes a village, man. We need each other, and then we go farther together. We just much better together. We'll go
Yeah,
farther together. And
yeah,
what we do is we like knowledge, man. Knowledge.
man, yeah.
That's the thing.
It
We
feels
want to
good talking
empower.
about it, Jordan. It make my heart just like, because I know I got them type people around me, bro. I don't mind
Yeah,
seeing everybody win. Somebody asked me the other day, man, make uh you show a lot about other people. Why don't you show more about yourself, man? Hey, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm helping document some history of
that
dog men and things like that. I'm getting it. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting that respect of doing this. I
yeah,
don't make
yeah,
I don't make no lot of money doing it. I started to enjoy doing it. That's
yeah.
my
And
current.
more than right. And at the end of the day, you just keep doing what you've been doing because you're doing the right thing. You're bringing out some people that's never been seen before that's coming out, jumping on your show, jumping on your podcast that haven't been here before, and then documenting, getting their stories, getting their side, and it's healthy and it's informative. So keep on pressing, and you know what? You never know when everybody get a shot, right?
Right,
Your time will come. You go
right.
down as one of the greatest. And then the more you do it, the more you practice, you're gonna get better.
Yeah,
You know what
and
I'm
then
saying? You'll be a master at some point. You feel me?
right. Yeah, exactly. And I had a lot of growth up here, just growth doing this stuff. You telling me things about how to do this thing, what you would like to see. And it's just been a great thing because YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. You know what I'm saying? We got to kind of document things correctly. There, a lot of people just see people on YouTube and think that, no, bro, this is a big thing. These people are in your neighborhoods and like you, Jordan. I mean, I know everybody know you in the neighborhood. These people are on the ground, and it's a lot of dog lovers. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
lot of all kind of people.
Put
We
that
talk about.
comment back up there. Let that hang up there for 1 second.
Okay,
We can make sure
gotcha.
we touch on that.
What's up, Javier? In my opinion, the dog community, it seems like it's more about egos. The dogs become an extension of their ego, which brings it down.
Right, right. So that's part of what I was kind of hitting on a little bit earlier. in the dog community, because that's why we got to understand, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Why are we going to this place and standing around? Is this really for the dog? Is this really benefiting the dog? A lot of stuff that's going on in dogs is for the person.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about the person being able to stand up and say, well, my dog has this, my dog has this, my dog has that, and my dog is better than yours, and my dog costs more than yours, and my dog, instead of saying, well, my dog is able to give, my dog is able to provide, my dog is able to do, my dog is able to, because this is what I have done. They want to hold up, they want to buy these papers, buy this stuff, and then say, yeah, well, this is don't look at my dog, look at my papers. Look at my health certificate. Look at my awards.
Right. Yeah.
I know he's not as best as he could be right now. He's having a bad day today, but look at the papers. Look at these papers.
Right.
He come from a champion.
Right.
I took him to the show, and the lady told me that he was a champion. And that's really all that means.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's that's accolades. At the end of the day, we can pump our chest about whatever, because a lot of these dogs are going into family homes. They don't do what we do with the dogs, and we can compare. We can do all this stuff, pumping our chest, beating on our chest. But at the end of the day, whatever you got over on your end, whatever I got on my end, we both be cleaning up doo-doo every day.
That's right. That's right. So, better.
Yeah. You better be cleaning up that doo-doo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Joe, you keeping, yeah. Okay. Thank you, BD. Joe, you're bringing a lot of people together, keeping pushing and building these bridges. Yeah.
There you go, eating some of that stuff right there. You were chowing down on that. Okay.
I'm always looking for better dogs, better birds, and better seeds. Why would you not want the best?
I heard that. I see you, Caveman, with the horticulture.
Yeah, Caveman, he gonna come on. We gonna get him on pretty soon. Yeah,
that's I respect that, because I like plants and dogs go hand in hand. It's part of like it's just with the land. And because I did horticulture, that's really how I made my success. Carry my
me too. That's how I got my my business. Well, beside my father, I got most of my business acumen managing a plant store.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. 10 years in that thing.
That's essential. That's essential.
And you know the interesting thing about plants, you'll never know them all. Too many species.
Yeah. And then you can breed plants too. I love plants. You can breed plants too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. This dog really built some confidence eating that meat and stuff. You know, he became a dog.
Now that's like a big block or something. What's that, bro?
That's the sweet bread. That's like a muscle meat. That's a gland. That's a muscle meat. Yeah, so we take a whole block of that and then set it out for the dog. Right. But yeah, man, you made some really good points. And I feel like, you know, to cultivate is to cultivate, to raise something, to care for it every day, to invest in it every day, in increments. Yeah, it's the same process no matter what you do, and you learn a lot about yourself when you invest daily. Daily deposits. Right. That's how you don't have great success. So you know, it's something that go along. So dogs to me is over time, man. It's not something that you're gonna get overnight. And I want people to see that. It's a long game.
It is, yeah. It is a long, and it's a. I'm so glad my wife stayed at home, you know, because you know that's a big help to get them where I want them, and you know, and be able to do the things, because you know I have to go to work still some weeks, you know, and
no doubt. I stay on.
Definitely a family affair with me. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I really appreciate the thing, y'all. If anybody want to jump in there, and you know, we're gonna just stay tuned
any questions before we get ready to close out. Yeah, but Jordan, once again, man, I thank you for Boerboel Buddies, the Boerboel family, we thank you too. Jordan has been on our channel many times. I knew he had this raw dog food thing going on, and he's contributed a lot to our show. Go back and look at him. A lot of topics, a lot of panels,
Thank
crazy
you, bro.
panels. Boy, hey,
We had a good time. We have a good time.
we had a good time, and the channel has grew, and we appreciate all his contributions to the channel over here at NWA Connie Corso, as well as
Likewise,
everybody.
bro.
Yeah,
They go my fam people. Likewise, bro. I
What happened?
appreciate you also. I say, man, look, we growing, we building, and we're gonna continue. We're gonna keep it alive. 2025, we're gonna go way high.
That's what's
from
up.
the flow to the moon is what I always say.
Yeah,
we're gonna go from the flow to the moon. That's bro right there. That's why Wyoming, the butcher.
Yeah,
Butcher Boerboel's right there. You know, bro, right there. Chuck, what up?
Yeah,
appreciate y'all. Yeah, and now, like, little things that we want to make sure that we do. Like, I never say that because I just feel like it's all something that I would just automatically do. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all, if y'all didn't know, you should automatically do that if you're here. And then it only takes a second, and it ain't gonna cost you no time, or it ain't gonna cost you a dime. They like and share and let us, if you care, you want to see us get higher, and we're gonna be able to bring y'all more. That's all we're trying to do is give you some more, make it better. Just share it up, and then because it just goes without saying with me, so I never asked. But that's the least you could do if you could help us out. If you would like,
share it.
Share it on your Facebook.
Share it.
Oh, baby, that's baby J right there. That baby
Please
J.
share, because you never know when you be up here next. You know what I mean? You want somebody to do it for you. Yeah. So yeah, man. Well, Jordan, I guess we'll call it a wrap.
Bruh, I appreciate it's been a minute, but yeah, we're gonna get back to it. I finally got this thing where I'll be able to sit down at my computer. I apologize, board buddies. I haven't been as responsive as I normally am. I haven't been as available as I normally am because I've been on the grind. I'm talking about all the time. I try to show a little bit of what I was talking about. You see my baby there, putting that water in the bowl. But yeah, I be trying to do it all at the same time. I'll be overdoing it, and I be needing to just kick back a little bit sometime for myself. But I got y'all back. Trust me, I'm here for you, board buddies.
All right. There go John. What's up, John? Hey,
Mr. Man.
Mills in the house. Yeah, get on that raw revolution your operation. That's right. Yeah,
for sure.
Man, we'll be hearing from Caveman soon.
Yeah, for the Caveman, we're talking about the microbes and beneficial bacteria and all that.
We're gonna do it. Hey, everybody, happy New Year. This is the last show for me for the year. Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah, peace, bro. Thank you, board buddies. I'll be back. I'm coming in again a couple times before the year ends. So I'll see y'all soon.
All right, out.
All right, peace.